we live? Are we live? I have no idea. I'm just going to go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Real Reds Talk. Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest away at the City Ground or the City Stadium. I have no idea what it's called. But we have a game today. Very important one. As you can see from the news below, or for people who are watching on TikTok, Hojlund is out. Not available today. Won't be up top. And you can see from the squad that's alongside me here, to your right-hand side, we've got Marcus Rashford up top as the 9, we believe, is going to play there. Although it could be, I mean, I don't know. We could do something mad and play fucking Rashford as a 10, Bruno false. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But we presume this is the layout that it's going to be. Okay, so we've got Rashford, Antony, Bruno, and Garnacho on the left-hand side. There was rumours. The reason why I'm all over the place is because there was rumours that Amad is going to start. And that was surfacing on Twitter. So obviously for the graphic and for all the other kind of things that we was doing, we put Amad on the right hand side because we thought he was starting, and then we had to change everything up, and it's just been a technical nightmare. But we're here now, and that is the team here on my right hand side. This is the team: Garnacho, Rashford, Antony, Bruno Fernandes, Kobe Mainoo, and Eriksen, which is nice to see the same midfield again. Because quite a few people thought McTominay might come back into it, but that isn't the case. So that's the midfield we've got. We've also got Diallo, Evans, Varane, Wan-Bissaka, and Andre Onana as well. Manlu Tata in the chat saying, Mick, big up. Moondog saying, how and why does Antony keep getting the nod? Well, this is what I'm saying. I thought Amad was starting, so I'm a little bit annoyed, to be honest, because anyone who watches this channel knows I'm a huge fan of Amad. I believe he deserves an opportunity. And he hasn't started. Someone's saying, can I shout you out? I can't see your name. Kian. Big up Kian. There you go. Shout you out. Make sure you smash a like on the video, by the way. Subscribe to Real Reds Talk if you're live on TikTok or live on YouTube or wherever you are. I'm sorry. I need to take a little bit of a breather because I've just been rushing about everywhere like mad. So let's just... There we go. Right. Okay. Let's go through this team together then. Yeah? Let's talk about it. So Onana in net. Will this be his last game before AFCON? Who knows? I think they're trying to push the date back a little bit so we can play against Wigan. I'm not entirely sure why, because if I'm Onana, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not playing against Wigan in the FA Cup, mate, and I want to fly out to Africa. Do you know what I mean? But apparently he wants to push the date back, so I don't know if this actually will be his last game, but until he gets back from AFCON, but it should be, simply because I think Bayern Day needs to start against Wigan, so then you're not throwing him cold against Spurs. But I don't know. You know he's stubborn. You know Onana. You know he's stubborn as well. So you know exactly what's going to happen in that situation there. So Onana starts for us. Definitely in the final league game, I would say, at least. So this is Onana. He'll want to leave a good taste in the mouth, won't he? He won't want to be making no errors or anything like that. He'll want to leave something for the boss, Erik ten Hag, to think about and to be like, right, okay, he's still good. He's still doing this, whatever. So he'll want to put in a good cameo. Whether he'll do that or not away from home, I'm never entirely sure. You've got Wan-Bissaka at right back, no doubts there whatsoever. I thought the wing backs in particular in the last game were really, really good, committing to the press, inverting at times. They was good, they was decent. So Wan-Bissaka, no problem there whatsoever. Varane and Evans have never conceded a goal, I don't think. No, that's not right. Is that right? Actually, either never conceded a goal or they've got a clean sheet every time they've played together. So that seems to be a little bit of a formidable partnership. You've got Varane with the pace, who helps cover with Evans and his experience. And they obviously know the game very, very well. So buzzing with that. I'm okay with them two starting at the back. I'm relatively comfortable, unless Chris Wood decides to turn into a fucking, Australian Adriano again and tear it up. But I don't think he's going to do that again. Maybe my famous last words. Let's have a look at... Well, I've got Nottingham Forest's team up there, so I'll dive into that in a minute. Diallo starting at left back because Luke Shaw still isn't back yet. I'm not sure what's going on with him. Ten Hag said it was just a little muscle injury, but it seems to be a little bit more than a little one. That's a bit of a tongue twister. So Luke Shaw isn't available. It's Diego Dalot, but again, I'm okay. I'm not too annoyed by that because I think the wing backs were all right. We then have Kobe Mainoo, Bruno Fernandes, and Eriksen, and that was the main point that I really wanted to talk about. That midfield needed to start again after the last performance because that's the best the midfield has performed in a long, long time. And there was worries about New Zealand. You're absolutely right. Thank you for correcting me completely. He's not from Australia. He's the New Zealand Adriano. That's what he was playing like against Newcastle. But yeah, I digress. So the midfield, this super important that McTominay didn't start again. I don't mind the last 10 minutes, you're looking for a goal. It may even happen in this game. It may even get to a point where in the last 5 minutes, whatever it is, and we need to chuck someone on. I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely fine with McTominay coming on, but he can't start games. Because if you want to control the midfield, he's off fucking in the box. I mean, to be honest, just start him at fucking striker at this point. Because Rashford, any time he is played as a 9, unless it's a team that's playing a high line and he's got space to run into, like Villa, let's say, for example, he's good. But when you're coming up against the Nottingham Forest, who are going to probably soak up the pressure and hit on the counter-attack with Gibbs White and Elanga and these kind of guys, then it's a little bit different. Do you know what I mean? So I think Bruno Fernandes is going to be key in this game. I would really keep an eye on him. He's going to need to be pulling strings. He's going to need to be on it. Likewise with Christian Eriksen as well. I think them two are going to have big games today. And then it's stopping the counter-attacks as well. Varane, Kobe Mainoo, Evans. They're going to have to be very, very aware of these quick players they have. And obviously they know Elanga. I mean, Elanga was at the club. I'll speak about him individually very, very shortly. The front three, Garnacho's on fantastic form. Antony, I don't know what warrants him starting, to be honest with you. I actually don't, because he hasn't done anything. I think the last time he scored, actually, was against Nottingham Forest about 9 months ago. So, obviously he's starting because Ten Hag has kind of favourites, but I think Amad deserved to start. Why not? Maybe he'll chuck him on for the last 30 minutes or so, I don't know. But from the clips that you saw in training, I mean, a lot of people were moaning about the fact that Antony took about 30 minutes just to take on one person, whereas Amad, straight to the point, killer. I would have started him, but I'm not the manager, and obviously Erik Ten Hag knows a lot more than I do. So, look, he's gone with Antony on the right-hand side. I mean, how long do we have to wait before he puts in a good performance, by the way? How long until he does something at least half decent where you're like, you know what? Because what Antony does is he provides that work rate off the ball. He'll track back all day long. But apart from that, you might as well have kept Dan James. For 85 million quid, I want this guy causing problems every single game. I want him assisting. I want him scoring banging goals. I want him being a threat and a constant problem. And teams, when they come up against us, to worry about him. No team in the world, when they come up against Antony, is worrying about him because they know exactly what he's going to do. They know exactly what he is going to do. He's going to, he'll work hard. It'll be a bit of a nuisance tracking, causing problems in that sense. But when he's running at you, wing backs, just show him on his right foot. And he'll eventually do a U-turn on himself because he wants to use his left foot that much. He'll go back towards goal. So that is how you deal with Antony. He's not a threat on his right foot. Show him down the line, and he's not a problem. I mean, at this point, it's almost become like politics with Antony because when you spend that amount of money and you demand a player like Erik Ten Hag did, who shouldn't be deciding who we buy anyway, obviously should have an influence in who he wants, but he shouldn't be deciding the players that we go and get. That should be left to experts who do the scouting and stuff. But obviously he didn't trust the scouting with John Murter and these kind of clowns who were above. So he took it into his own hands and was like, right, contact booked, this guy. And he's put his neck out there now to say, this is the guy, I want to go get him. But he hasn't lived up to that reputation. He's probably going to go down in the same category as your Pogba, as probably worse than Pogba, and your Sanchos and your Maguires and these kind of guys. Like, I have no faith with him at the moment. I really, really don't. So he needs a massive performance to convince me, to convince you, to convince everyone else, because he's a flop. He's a flop at the moment. So I'm hoping he can score. The other side I'm worried about as well. Someone just mentioned it in the chat there. Flip, I think it was, saying Hojlund ill. Hojlund out. So that the one thing you wanted was for him to come back into to play again and keep that goal score. He's obviously opened his account now in the Premier League. The next thing you want is to continue that run of momentum. And because he's out now, this is like, fuck's sake. How many I think we have now, it must be about 35 illnesses and injuries this season alone. And we're not even in 2024 yet. 35 illnesses or injuries to the squad. Like, I don't know if it's nutrition, their immune system, the medical staff. I don't know what it is. I don't have a Scooby-Doo, right? But they need to sort it out. Like, how can you get to this point in the season and have that many injuries or real? It's crazy to me. Mental. I don't think any other team. I know Newcastle was struggling with injuries. I know Chelsea was struggling with injuries and stuff like that. But we are thin at the minute. Really, really thin. I'm not thin. But we as a team are thin. And it's worrying. I hate playing Marcus. And this is another reason as well. This just sounds like me ranting, to be honest, since I've gone live. But it's annoying. Marcus as a number 9, he's just non-existent. Just doesn't do anything at all. I'm worried about him today. I think he's going to get about 5 or 6 touches in total, unless we've switched something up tactically. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do, to be honest with you. What's going on here with YouTube? YouTube is not what? Is my YouTube still live? What's going on here? Don't tell me the stream's gone off. This is fucking annoying. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What are you on about? I'm confused. People let me know if I'm still live or not. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Yeah, I'm live. Is the stream okay? Why am I getting this message then? Let me know. Fuck knows what's going on here. Is the stream before? Because I can end it and start it again if it's not. I know obviously on TikTok, but everyone's just saying Hojlund's ill. I know Hojlund's ill. Why is everyone saying that? It's bizarre. You have to let me know, guys, in the chat if I'm good or not. Please. What the fuck is going on? YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain... What are you talking about? Talking nonsense for? I'm just going to continue. I mean, yeah. Right, let me sort this chat out because that's annoying me. There we go. It's a bit laggy now. It looks fine. Right, okay, I'll continue. Sorry about that, people. I don't know why it's doing it because my internet's absolutely fine. So, very strange, but there it is. Anyway, right, I can't remember what I was talking about now. I was probably ranting about something. Rashford as a 9, yeah. I don't know if they've got something set up to kind of play into Rashford's hands, but you need to provide him. And this is a huge game for Marcus as well. If he can even get a goal, get on the score sheet, I'm happy. Really, really happy. Garnacho on the left. I'm a little bit gutted about that again because with Hojlund being out, you've had to change everything up now. Because the dynamic against Aston Villa was Anthony on the right-hand side, Rashford on... not Anthony, it was Garnacho on the right-hand side who played really, really well. Rashford on the left is where he plays his best football, and obviously Hojlund is the only kind of natural striker we have available at the moment. Where's Martial, by the way? I know Thingy got asked, Eric Tanner got asked in a press conference saying, well, he's been ill for quite a while now, is he okay? I think Martial's just fucking it off, to be honest with you. And certain people won't like me speculating about that. I think he's fucking it off and just waiting until the end of the season. Someone's asking what happened to H. I know, fell off. I am the H from Wish, basically. So you either deal with it or you don't. It is what it is. Please do subscribe to Real Reds Talk if you haven't done already. If you're watching on TikTok or if you're watching live on YouTube right now, hit that subscribe button. We're going to be live after the game with a review as well. I'm just reading some comments. And get your comments in as well. Talk to me about it. I'm going to have a look at the... the Nottingham Forest squad and see who they are lining up with because I'm interested to see. I don't know what's going on with my internet at the moment. It is just moving mad, bro. What the fuck? Wi-Fi still on? Yeah, Wi-Fi's connected. It's just a computer being an absolute dickhead, basically. Alright, let's have a look who Nottingham Forest are lining up with. We'll get rid of that. Alright. Let him cook. And talk to me as well. Get your comments in. Let me know how you're feeling about the game. Are we confident? Do we think we can smash Forest or what? I want to check the other scores as well. I'm going to have to go on my phone. I don't know what's going on here. Why the It's annoying me. It's annoying me. It's bugging me. He's ill. Apparently Martial is. Yeah. I'd love to know what this illness is. I'll tell you what illness Martial's got. Lazy-itis. That's what he's fucking got. Can you get a refund on Onana? Unfortunately not. No, I don't think transfers work like that, mate. Yeah, I mean, I can't even check. No. Does anyone know Nottingham Forest's squad? I know Elanga's playing. I need to find out. I want to know. Oh, anyone in TikTok as well? Help me out, people. We're having internet issues. Talk to me. Nottingham Forest's squad. We'll have a Notts Forest fan in the chat. Talk to me, chat. Villa just scored a last-minute winner, have they? Against Burnley. Good old Burnley. Garnacho should join Arsenal. No, he shouldn't. No, he shouldn't. Okay, I think we're back now. Saying excellent connection. I'm guessing we're back. Sorry about the lag. Sorry about the technical issues. Anyone who knows me knows I get mega stressed out with fucking technical issues. Right, I can search Forest's team now. So I don't need anyone's help, even though they didn't help me. Let's have a look. Don't tell me it's gone. It's gone shit again. No, it's not gone shit again. Right, come on, man. What's going on? Why is it lagging? Another must-win game tonight. Injured, ill, Saka, Forest. I don't know what people are smoking in this chat. Really, really don't. Oh, why is it doing that? Come on. Sorry, it just seems like I'm just bare moaning, but I don't know why this is happening. I'll leave that loading there and then we'll dive into it. I'm guessing, I think in the last team, I was going to say Henderson then. Henderson had been there for fucking ages. Neither Navas has left as well. He's not on loan. So, who plays in net for Forest? Is it Turner? I want to say Matt Turner. Is it Matt Turner? Yeah, I really don't want to speculate here. I'd rather get the fucking team up. Someone's mentioning Region there. I don't know. Region had a really good start. And then, yeah, just kind of fell off a little bit. Right, I've got Nottingham Forest's team. Thank fucking God for that. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, everyone. Really, really sorry. Are you really giving me a link? I don't want... Okay, let's just click on this link. I'm curious to see if they've put out... I know they're missing... I know Sangare is not available because of suspension. Because I think he picked up a 5th yellow card against Newcastle. And I know they've got a couple of injuries as well. But let's be honest. Nottingham Forest bought about 50 people over the past 2 years. So they've got a pretty deep squad to deal with that. I'm not, you know, boy who cried wolf here with United, because I know we have talented players as well. But we have got a lot of players out. I mean, Casemiro, Lissandro, Mason Mount, Hojlund missing, Harry Maguire missing, who was player of the month before he went down. Like, we've got a lot of fucking injuries. So, yeah. Right, where's this? Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, I need to change that. All this stream is just been me moaning. I really do apologise, but it's just stressing me out. Right, there we go. Turner. I was right about Turner. Montiel, the guy who scored the winning penalty for Argentina. Niakate, Murillo, Aina, Danilo, Yates, Gibbs-White, Dominguez, Ilanga, and Wood. Now, on paper, you would look at that front four-ish, whatever you want to call it, and you would say, not worried at all. But on form, Chris Wood's just scored a hat-trick. Ilanga's flying. I mean, I'm sure Ilanga's got as many goals as all of our strikers combined in terms of goals and assists, goal contribution, should I say. Dominguez is a talented player, but I don't think he's played a lot for Forest. So I think that's an interesting one. And then Gibbs-White as well, equal it. I'm telling you now, yeah, Forest can cause us some problems today. They can really cause us some problems on the counter-attack if we do not deal with it. Because Gibbs-White on his day can cause is a decent, like Ten Hag saying here, we're also very dangerous in transition, but they have a good counter-attacking players. Ilanga, Wood, Gibbs-White, don't forget him. We know that every team in the Premier League has very good players. I don't know why I'm doing that like I'm Italian. We know that every team in the Premier League has very good players, so every team is a challenge, but it's what we like. We've got a few other quotes as well. So on... It's clear on our best days we can live with top 3 in the league, so now we have to build on the consistency, and if you want to achieve something, we need to be consistent. That is the big challenge for us, and I think consistent is the main word I would use today, because it's all good putting in that performance against Aston Villa, but it means fuck all if you lose. Do you know what I mean? Like, the Liverpool performance, we was all sat there saying, you know, we did what we had to, it is what it is. But then when you go and lose to West Ham, that result holds no weight, really, does it? In that sense. So, I'm having a look at the scores. Villa 3-2. Wolves 3-0. Everton smashed, yeah. Wow. Okay, interesting. Well, let's have a look at the other results. Ooh. Money ain't on me, keep on doubling. Ooh. Stand up and I love this shit. Just do it like souls, do it like ass cash. Keep on giving that back chat. Yeah, Chelsea 3-2. I don't know if anyone watched that game earlier on. What is going on with my fucking mouse? Ah, he's just doing my head in. Can you tell I'm still getting used to this computer? Right, yeah, so the Chelsea and Luton game was really interesting because they went 3-0 up. Luton scored 2, and it was getting really nervy towards the end. He was like, surely Chelsea are not going to throw this lead away. But they just got away with it. And it looks like a similar thing with Aston Villa as well. They're winning 3-2. Man City 2-0. Wolves have smashed Everton. Who scored for City? I know I think Rodri scored the first one, didn't he? Foden, I'm guessing. Is it Phil Foden? Yeah, I guess that. So obviously, the majority of big teams have won around us. You know, if you want to talk about fucking whatever it is you want to talk about, you know, getting top 4, top 5, whatever, which I don't think is realistic. Then you know you need to keep pushing for points. And a game you would expect Manchester United to go and win today. You would really expect them to go and win. So if they drop points today, it'd be one of them where you're just so deflated after the game and you're like, we have no hope for this season. But if they can get a win, then we can move, right? You know what I mean? We can in. City's getting their winter form. De Bruyne was on the bench. Yeah, when De Bruyne, Haaland get back. Do you know what I think City's biggest downfall was? Letting Gundogan go. Having the kind of arrogance to think we can let a player like that go, because Gundogan's world class, in my opinion. Letting a player go like that and bringing in Kovacic, with all due respect, who hasn't pulled up trees, or even the other player that they signed, Nunes, I don't think has been amazing for him. Like, it was a little bit of arrogance, in my opinion, that with Man City. So, yeah, I think that was the downfall. But when they get De Bruyne and Haaland back, I mean, they're playing well now and they're winning games. That'll just take them to that next level. I still think they're going to win the title, Man City. Really, really do. I think most people, the majority of people do as well. Which we are, of course, no way near. I know what are we, 9 points behind Arsenal after they lost to West Ham. So we win this, 6 points behind. Or is it win this, we go 9? I'm not sure. Yeah, one or the other. Forest will win today, says Darren. Old Cat Fan, that's a mad name, saying Liverpool. Am I live? Why is it saying no data? Oh, honestly, people, this fucking thing. I need to check this. One sec. It's just stressing me out. Let me have a look. I need to check on the actual thing. Because it's saying here, error. YouTube is not thinger. But then, I don't know. Let's see what's on the stream. Because otherwise I've just been waffling shit. Yeah, lagging a bit there, innit? Don't know why it's doing that. Sort this internet out. Yeah, fuck knows, people. I do apologise about this internet situation. I have no idea why, what, or how. Sorry, people. I'm back. Yeah, let's talk about the bench. Amad being on the bench. Happy about that. I want him to get some minutes because when he was in pre-season, I had a feeling that he was going to go out on loan. I thought Erik ten Hag was going to push him to go back to the Championship or maybe abroad to Europe to like a Borussia Dortmund or somewhere like that. At the time, obviously, he got his leg injury, which was pretty significant. And you're looking, you're thinking, yeah, he's going to be out for quite a while. But obviously, you never want a player to get injured. But with that happening, you're like, well, they're going to have to keep hold of him now, which means he's probably going to get minutes for Manchester United. And when you look at the issues on the right-hand side this season with Sancho being out due to all that shit that's going on, and then Anthony's inconsistencies, I think Amad has a real opportunity there. Pellistri had one as well. He had a run of games where he was doing okay, but didn't really grab the opportunity with both hands. Now I'm looking at Amad, and I'm like, today, if Anthony puts in another stinker, and these windows that go past, Marcus Rashford had it when loads of people were fucking injured, and he got his opportunity, and he eventually pushed into the first team squad. Obviously, talent will get you a long way, but hard work and consistency will as well. And it was a good cameo today. I think he's promising anyway. Like, I really, I like Amad Diallo. His loan didn't really work out at Rangers, but again, it was kind of, that's one of them leagues where, I don't know, it's just, I didn't think the team really suited him. And then he went to Sunderland, where he was playing under Tony Mowbray. And the football they was playing there, it really suited him. And he took it upon his own. Like, some of the goals he scored was fucking unreal. Some of the assists he made, like, he was really, really good. He was their star player. Their player, he looked good. Now, obviously, I don't want to jump to conclusions with that, because James Garner also had a really good season with the team we're playing today in Nottingham Forest in the Championship. Then came to United, kind of didn't work out like we thought it would. But then he's doing relatively well at Everton. So I don't know. There's questions there, but I think Amad can succeed at Manchester United. I've always believed in the kid for a long, long time. Since we signed him from Atalanta, I remember because when we did a show about him, that when we signed him, I obviously had to do a bit of research and, you know, where he's come from and blah, blah, blah. And at Atlanta, there was a lot of players and a lot of respected professionals saying this kid is mega, mega talented and looks really, really good. And I even remember him scoring against AC Milan for us, that header. You remember when Bruno played it in for him, just kind of the turn and nod over the top, and then never really got a chance after that. So, yes, please do give him, even if it's 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, give Amad an opportunity, please. Charlie Malman, who is a Real Red Ultra. For any Ultras who are in the chat, members, we've dropped 2 videos this week. We're going to drop another video tomorrow, or Monday, I think it is. We're making up for the ones we missed over the past couple of weeks, with it being Christmas and stuff. Obviously, we've been mega busy, so not had a chance to put members' videos out, but we put 2 out this week. One is just me reacting to some Sunday League goals and madness in Sunday League, which is pretty funny. Make sure you check that out. And the other one is, I did a video on Garnacho versus Ronaldo. Now, obviously, it's not going to be Cristiano Prime versus Garnacho. Who's better? That's just stupid. I've done a comparison in terms of their first early years at the club and how they kind of compare the facts behind it, stats, and just different things. I think there's a few interesting talking points in there. So do check that out if you haven't done already. And we've done loads of shows this week as well. So if you're stuck for content, there's shitloads on this channel. So yeah, as always, subscribe. When we started the stream, I'm not sure how many we're on now. We're on 3,904 subs. If you can help us push to 4K today and tomorrow, we'll drop another video on top of that as well. Whatever videos you want content-wise, because obviously this is the reason why we go live every single day is for you lot. So, yeah. Right, let's have a look. Casemiro, Ericsson, Kobe Mainu, Bruno, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I'm fine like this. You got a goblin in your home, says Charlie. What does that mean? I'm a little bit confused. I'm lost with that. Explain, Charlie. The big question is, can Amad and Pellistri play on the right and left, or are they both right wingers? Amad predominantly plays on the right-hand side, but I think he can play as a 10 as well. And we don't really have that, what do you call it? We don't have that player who can cover Bruno, do we? If Bruno gets injured now long-term, 6 months, who plays there? Donny? For 2 days? Until he goes Frankfurt. Is it Antrak? Antrak is going in it on loan. I don't know who. Ericsson, maybe. McTominay will have to play there, but we all know that experiment don't work. So I think Amad can be a 10 as well. Yeah. I think Amad can do a job there, to be honest with you. He has that close control. He has an eye for a pass. Really good at dribbling. Got a shot on him. So, and for retention as well, if you want to keep hold of the ball, is great for that. Funny, says Young with an old soul, CFC. Push Morgan White very wide, says Lucky Singh. Goblin in causes issues with your stream. Ah, right, okay, I get you now. My bad, Charlie. Rashford with a brace today, says Zebot. I'm neglecting the comments a little bit on TikTok, so let me bring you a little bit closer. I've gone dark there now. Bring that there. Sort that lighting out. Right, let's read some comments on TikTok. This guy just yapping, but 2-1 United, I reckon. Do you know when people come into a stream and they moan about it, but then they still watch it? You're like, well, why? Like, I don't know. Some people don't make sense. Someone's atting me, Tom McCarthy. I don't know why, but hello. We're desperate for a centre-half. Yeah, should have got Kim Min-jae. Where the fuck is Sancho? Probably playing clubs. Amad over Anthony all day, says CFC. We have no striker on the bench. Marshall gone missing for weeks now. Why is Hojlund out? Hojlund's ill, for anyone asking. Has Mason Mount even touched the ball since he joined? Joke of a signing. Wow, very strong. I don't know. I think the first couple of performances, he got scapegoated for the way the midfield was performing. But if you look at the midfield with anyone in it, apart from the last game, the way it was set up, it left Casemiro exposed. Kobe Mainoo got exposed in the game. What game was it? Not the Liverpool game. It was either the one before that or the one after. Really isolated in midfield. West Ham, sorry. Yeah, just left. Like, the gap between him and McTominay was fucking enormous. So, he got exposed in that game. And everyone was like saying it's Mount's fault. Oh, it's the reason why. It wasn't. It was just the way the midfield was being set up. The question is with Mount now is where do you play him when he comes back? Maybe he can be Bruno's replacement, but he hasn't signed at Manchester United, and we haven't spent 60 million quid for a player who isn't fit. So is he going to play him on the wing? I don't think that. I know he played well for Chelsea on the right, but I don't know if that necessarily works in this system. Maybe I'd have to see it for a run of games. Is he going to play him where Eriksen plays? Because so far that hasn't worked. So I really don't know. I'm a bit confused where he's going to go. And now you've got reports coming out from Laurie Whitwell as well, who was talking about the fact that, well, it might not have been Erik ten Hag who was pushing for him so much. It was a case of the club came to ten Hag and said, we can do a deal for Mount here. Do you want him? And he said, absolutely, yes. But it wasn't a case of, you go get Mount, all guns blazing, do whatever you can to possibly get him, which was kind of the thing that was being written at the time. So there's a slight change in narrative with that one. Robin Hood, do something for me tonight, says the young with old and soul. Lucky Singh says, make sure very wide, we push up very wide. Yeah, like the last game. If we play how we did against Villa, I think we'll get a result tonight, to be honest. How long is Martinez out for? He'll be back mid-January, along with Casemiro, Maguire, Mount, and a few others. So hopefully we can kick on for the season. I still don't think we're going to get Champions League football, but who knows? They might push up into that Europa League spot. They're going to need it for money anyway. Financial revenue and stuff is going to be huge getting into Europe, regardless whether it's Europa League or Champions League. So, yeah, they'll want to push for that. And I don't know. You never know. Seasons are mad, innit? You've seen, I remember when Liverpool had all them injuries. They had bare players out, and then the second half of the season just went on a bit of a mad charge. So, yeah, you never know with this league. It's a bit mad. This stream keeps saying error. YouTube's not ready. People who have been in this stream for a while, please do talk to me. Tell me, has it been laggy throughout? Because I'll need to address some things. I don't know if this thing's lying to me or not. This is a completely new setup, obviously, as you can all see. So it's just pissing me off a bit how it keeps coming up with, like, mad things. Yeah, go back through the lineup again tonight. Onana, we kick off in 15 minutes. Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Evans, Dalot, for people who are just joining, by the way. Mainoo, Eriksen, Bruno, Anthony, Rashford, Garnacho. Score predictions, please. We've got Max, can't say his second name, saying, love the lineup, big up to yourself. What's everyone's score predictions, people? Talk to me. Let's see what people are saying. Oh, it's absolutely pissing it down outside. We've got a storm brewing. Is that a storm for United? Storm Wood. Chris Wood. It's been lagging a bit, yeah. Apologies then. Sorry about the lag. Jonah is saying hopefully Diallo comes on and kicks. I can't see that bit there. I can't see that bit. I get my money from my house. Care about flyer out. Go to the good store and buy now. Ooh, young and lit. Money keep on coming in. This is pissing me off. Yes, there we go. Hopefully Diallo comes on and kicks Anthony out of the team eventually, says Jonah. Charlie Malmin, we push very wide. Cheers, bro, says Joystick Gaming. Make sure you subscribe, or don't do it. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. But please do check out Real Red Stock. For people in TikTok who are watching now, if you like football content, United content, streams every single day, check out Real Reds. The link is in the description. We're trying to push it to 4,000 subscribers today and tomorrow. So if you can help us do that, that'd be amazing. Same for people in YouTube as well. If you can help me do that, fantastic. I hope you all enjoy the game. Get your score predictions in. I'm not seeing any yet. So let's say, let's Don't want that happening. Imagine just checking my fucking console out after that. Nottingham kid. Who's a Nottingham? I'm not a Nottingham kid. Manchester kid. Are you nervous? Says, is that Black Granny? Oh, Black Gang. Am I nervous? I don't know with this team. Yeah, probably is the right answer because this team has shown on numerous occasions that it is capable of fucking up. So we can beat Villa and then we can easily lose to Forest. Anyone who's watched us this season knows that. So I don't, especially with Rashford as a 9, Anthony on the right. I think there's reason for frustration there, in my personal opinion. So why is Hojlund out? He's ill. So Hojlund is not well. For anyone asking, he's not well at all. If the stream weren't lagging, I probably would have done a watch along, to be honest with you. But if it's laggy like this, I don't know. I like Diallo down that left too. Yeah, I don't mind him. You know what? He had a really good game against Arsenal, and he's had a few good games on that left-hand side, but there's been ones against like Copenhagen and a few others as well where it was a little bit dodgy, and his back post defending is criminal. That is something he needs to work on because that is fucking horrendous. Rashford striker redemption. Are you frustrated you haven't won a Prem for 10 years? Carl, tell me you support, mate. Please. Tell me who you support. And I will answer that question, okay? Rashford's going to be doing a moaning shift. Yeah, because he'll just be isolated. And he hasn't... I don't think Marcus has the intelligence playing as a number 9 to identify space, to hold up play, to drop into certain sections. He hasn't got that. He isn't wired that way. And our wingers aren't wired to provide for the striker either. So if you think Hojlund struggles there, who's obviously more of a natural striker, I think Marcus is... I think Nuno Espirito Santo, is that his name? Obviously their new manager will be looking at that and be like, Marcus is number 9, not worried at all, mate. At all. I really hope I'm wrong. I really hope that gets clipped up and he absolutely smashes it. But I don't see it. I just don't see it at all. And I haven't seen it for a while. Like I said, the only time he plays good is when he's a high line, and Forest won't play a high line against us. So I can't read the lineup. So I'll tell you the lineup if you can't read it for whatever reason. Onana, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Evans, Diallo, Eriksen, Mainu, Bruno Fernandes, Antony, Rashford up top, and Garnacho on the left. So hopefully you can hear that. If you didn't hear that, then let me know. Callum Gunshaw's in the chat. Please do subscribe if you haven't done already. You're welcome, Marky Mark. No worries at all. Bunch of legends. Score, come on. Someone throw me some scores in, man. I don't think anyone's chucked any in, have they? Viva Garnacho. Garnacho plays far better on the left. I disagree. He's only ever played on the right, I think, twice. But for the performance I saw against Villa, if he performs like that every single game, mate, play him there every single game. It's my opinion. 2-1 United, 3-1 United. Everyone's going with 2-1, aren't they? It seems to be like a very popular score prediction that. All three of us in the preview yesterday said 2-1. 3-0 United, 1-0 United. Michael Hearn followed me. Yes, Michael. If that's the Michael Hearn I think it is, I hope you're good, mate. 3-0 United. Mainu is quality. 3-1 Forest. Oh, we've got a Forest prediction in there. Oh. Dino saying, I think 3-2 either way game. I think, Dino, you're a very smart person with a lot of your predictions and your comments, so you're probably right. I think we could see something like that. Bruno to score. I said Bruno as well in the prediction. Bruno Fernandes will score today, mark my words. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. For people in TikTok, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 4K, man. I want to try to do it before we head off for the game. So please do click that link in the description if you're live on TikTok right now, or whenever you can be bothered doing it. And what we're going to do is we're going to go watch the game, and we're going to be live after the game. We'll have the match stats up there. We'll have a few of us discussing it in depth, a bit reactionary, a bit emotional, but also analytical as well. So if you want to join us for the review, come have you say your opinions. We like to get you lot involved as much as we possibly can as well. So yeah, make sure you do tune in, because we like a variety of opinions, regardless of whatever it is, as long as it's not fucking an absolute, over the top opinion, which certain people like to do. But it is what it is. It is what it is, yeah. Elanga to score, someone just said. Dear me. I fucking hope not. You can see the headlines already, can't you? Elanga stuns former team or something like that. Yeah, smell it a mile off, mate. Get a few more score predictions in. Thank you for liking the video as well. Legends. Absolute legends. If you want to give a Christmas present or a New Year present before you head off, subscribe to Real Red Talk, please. Bruno to score. No predictions. Varane, Evans, defence, shut out. Lucky Singh think there's going to be a clean sheet performance. I hope so. Hojlund isn't injured, for anyone asking. He's ill. Hojlund is ill. I keep thinking I put it on the YouTube thing there on the overlay, but obviously you guys can't see that, so you won't know. Yeah. We've got a Forest fan in there. I've just seen a Nottingham Forest flag. Forest will win 2-1 Elanga with 2 goals. You're more desperate than United. Mate, you got to build somehow. Do you know what I mean? You've got to get them subs up somehow. I don't mind asking. Should I tune into the YouTube? You do whatever you want, Phil. Whatever makes you happy. If you're happy, I'm happy, Phil. I'm smelling an Evans goal today. Now, what are the odds on that, Dino? That's the question. What are the odds on that? And Johnny Evans goal, that's got to be like, what, 15 to 1 or something? Probably more, 18 to 1. I put a cheeky little one before on the Chelsea game. I put Cole Palmer to score, Cole Palmer to get an assist, and over 7 corners in the game, I think it was, and it came in. So, yeah. Just to let you know as well, on TikTok, I won't be live on here after the game. We'll only be live on YouTube. So, yeah, if you want to check the review out, come over to there. Mainu's such a great player, down to earth. Garnacho's growing. An annoying ego. I don't mind his arrogance. At all. I don't mind Garnacho's arrogance. As long as it doesn't get out of control, I don't have that much of an issue with it. I think it's at an okay level at the moment. And I think he's got the right set of bollocks to deal with a club like United. Just my personal opinion. Of course, everyone's different, but that's how I feel about it, at least. Anyway, I'm going to give you my score prediction now. Should I change it from the preview? I will go, because now I've seen that team, I'm like, I went 2-1 initially yesterday, but Anthony and Rashford starting as a striker, I don't see it. I think 2-2 this game, or 1-1. That's right, I'm going to switch up my prediction. Sorry, I know it's negative, but I just do not like Marcus as a 9. I really, really don't. And I think their problems, like Lucky Singh just mentioned there, players like Gibbs White and Elanga are going to cause problems on the counter-attack. I think we might struggle a little bit, but I hope I'm wrong. I think Forest are the worst. I think it was good against Newcastle. Really, really good. That's why I'm saying, like, that's fresh in my memory. I watched that game throughout the full 90 minutes because obviously I knew we was playing them. And they looked decent. They hurt Newcastle on multiple occasions. Probably could have got more goals, to be honest with you. And Chris Wood as well, if he plays like he did, he's definitely scoring. So, yeah, their words I thought would never come out of my fucking mouth. Trust me. But they have been. It's always the case. I feel like United always play teams who have new managers. Seems to happen all the time. I'm pretty sure when we played Sevilla in the Europa League, they had a new manager bounce. We played Villa when they first got Unai Emery. There's a few more as well that we can't even think of the top of my head. Yeah, we always seem to play teams manager bounce. It's crazy. Right, anyway, I'll leave it at that. Don't forget, we're going to be live after the game on YouTube only. So hit that subscribe button, smash a like on the video. I hope you all enjoy the game. And yeah, let's go smash Nottingham Forest, shall we? Take care, you absolute fucking legends. Peace.